Before the game, Cleveland Indians right-hander Carlos Carrasco was honored as the 2019 Roberto Clemente Award winner. He has a foundation set up. He and his wife and his family have donated a lot of time and effort to his native Venezuela and his Cleveland community. Not to mention, as a leukemia survivor, Carlos Carrasco went through a lot this year to get back to pitching in what was a very difficult year for he and his family personally.
A terrific ball player and a better person. He's done so many great things to help out children, and he went through it himself this year when he was diagnosed with leukemia, and he made it back. Got back to pitching in the big leagues. A terrific honor for a well-deserving baseball player.
Adam Eaton, Anthony Rendon, and Juan Soto in the bottom of the 5th inning against Zach Greinke, with the Astros reclaiming their 2-run lead after scoring in the last half inning, and it's 0-2 to Adam Eaton.
A terrific player in his playing days, Roberto Clemente from Puerto Rico. A terrific all-around player. 1973 Hall of Fame inductee. Of course, died tragically in a plane crash. .317 career hitter.
Yeah, there's a base hit. Adam Eaton does such a good job of just taking what's given to him. How many base hits has he fought off into the opposite field this series alone? And that's a 2-strike pitch. Yeah,
and he's just a baseball player. He's a throwback player. He had a couple of base hits to the opposite field down in Houston. Fastballs away, but this is a 2-strike approach. You can see he hits it off the end of that, but he just stays through the baseball and hits a grounder through the vacated hole at shortstop to get things started for the Nationals here in the 5th.
It's the 3rd time in 5 innings that the Nationals have put their leadoff hitter aboard. Last time that happened in the 4th, they were able to score their only run. And here's Rendon now, who has doubled and fly to center. Another fly ball. Correa giving way to Brantley for out number 1.
Now, we saw Michael Brantley misplay a ball down in the quarter on the triple by Victor Robles. This is his first game in this ballpark, and this is a spacious outfield. He was pretty deep in left field, and he had a long run to come in and make that catch on the pop-up off the bat of Anthony Rendon.
A little surprised for Rendon tonight. I mean, he had 1st and 2nd and 1 away. Offered at the first pitch last at bat, and leadoff hitter on base here, and again pops up on the first pitch.
I just think he's very aware that Greinke's going to throw him a lot of strikes. He's going to be in the zone.
There's Juan Soto now. Soto is grounded out and walked tonight. Houston had Josh James up in the bullpen last inning, and he is back up as we speak. Ball and no strikes, the count to Soto. James, one of the relievers used in the kind of ugly later innings in Game 2 in Houston that did not fare particularly well. This has been a different kind of night, as you can tell. The Nationals with runners on base, just 1 for 10.
0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. They've certainly flipped the script from their first 2 games.
Ball and a strike, the count to Juan Soto.
We had mentioned in his last at bat how Greinke changed his approach and used more fastballs and pounded him inside. Soto worked him for a walk. So now it'll be interesting to see if Soto comes up in this at bat looking for a pitch on the inside part of the plate. He had 3 hits in Game 1. Balls out over the plate. Did a nice job of staying on the pitches away.
Fastball that he fouls away. He has such a refined batter's eye. Again, all this belies a player that's only 21 years old with 2 years of experience. His chase rate on non-fastballs out of the strike zone was the lowest in Major League Baseball. That's not something often said about a young player.
No, oftentimes they will chase hits, and because of that, they'll chase pitches off the plate. The most important thing in hitting for any hitter, whether you're 20 or 40, get a good pitch to hit, and he does a good job of that.
So he fouls off back-to-back fastballs. See what Greinke comes with on 1 and 2. Breaking ball that he lays off of.
70 miles an hour. And we had talked about it. Greinke has thrown pitches this season from 58 to 94. And boy, it is tough for any hitter to cover all those variable speeds. And he'll change speeds on his breaking ball. He'll add and subtract on his fastball. And he'll flip an eephus pitch up there. It'll be 58 miles an hour. Almost impossible to wait that long to hit it as a hitter.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Eaton aboard at first with 1 gone. Lays off again. That was an easy take. We've been in full count seemingly all night. The result is the average number of pitches thrown per at bat tonight is almost 4.2, which is significantly higher than the regular season average.
Tough lineups. Pitchers aware that every pitch is so critical. Having to throw a lot of pitches.
Let's see if Eaton tries to run with 1 gone. He stays put, and a breaking ball swung on and missed. 6 strikeouts tonight for Zach Greinke.
Boy, Greinke certainly showing his pedigree here tonight. He's had base runners on all night long, but he's never caved in. Constantly making good pitches in tough situations. That time he threw a terrific breaking ball. Big slow curveball, and Soto swings and misses. They've done a nice job of mixing things up against Soto tonight in Game 3.
It was a big curveball like that off the plate that Greinke used to strike out Asdrubal Cabrera with the bases loaded in the 3rd. The changeup has him in front here, a swinging strike.
Cabrera might have done something to his neck. You can see like he kind of asked the umpire for a little time as he's trying to regroup here. Awkward reaction after that first pitch.
That's what those curveballs and changeups can do to a guy, I guess, huh?
Throw off your timing, have you off balance, and you take awkward swings.
Fastball misses. He really has mixed it up brilliantly tonight. Zach Greinke with his varying speeds, his varying times to the plate, and his assortment of pitches. There are not every pitcher can weather the kind of traffic on base that he's had to endure tonight. Two and one.
Well, he just missed with a couple of fastballs away from Cabrera. And he just has done a terrific job. He and his catcher, Robinson Chirinos, of not falling into any patterns. And boy, that changeup, such a great pitch to get you out of any situation.
Curveball's low, and it's 3 balls and a strike now. Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck. Zach Greinke's been doing this for the last 14 plus years. He has never gone back-to-back starts in which he's walked 4 or more batters. He walked 4 in his last start. He's walked 3 tonight. Cabrera into the corner on a ball well hit, and it's off the base of the wall. Eaton being held at third.
Well, Cabrera continues to solve Zach Greinke. What a play by Josh Reddick in right field. He played it perfectly and got a terrific carom off the fence. But watch the right fielder. Barehanded, gets it right back to the cutoff man to make sure that Eaton can't score. A terrific play to save a run, at least for the time being.
So with Ryan Zimmerman scheduled, A.J. Hinch is coming out to take the ball. That's going to be all for Greinke. He'll leave with a 2-run lead, but he will leave with the tying runs on base. It's going to be up to the Houston bullpen from here on out. First pitching change of the game. We'll be right back.
As Asdrubal Cabrera, 2 hits tonight off Zach Greinke, and this could have been an RBI double if it were not for a great play down the right field corner by Josh Reddick. He barehands it, hits the cutoff man on the fly to keep Adam Eaton from scoring. Cabrera may have tweaked his neck in that at bat, but he ends up with a second hit. And now Josh James is in looking for a strikeout with 2 outs and runners at second and third. He had 100 strikeouts this season in the regular season, and that's why he's in this situation right now. The Astros need a strikeout.
Hardest thrower on the staff with 2 on and 2 out. He starts Zimmerman with a slider that's in for a strike. So 4 starts in the postseason for Zach Greinke, none of which lasted longer than 5 innings. 5 2/3 tonight. Allows the 1 earned run on 7 hits. Pitched out of jams time after time. Josh James will try to keep it clean for him here in the 5th. So after 4 2/3, it's James here in the 5th. Made his World Series debut in Game 2, allowed a run in an inning. There's that big velocity in for a strike. He can rush it up there.
Yeah, and that's why they made the move. They need a strikeout. They can't give up any contact here. Base hit scores 2 with 2 outs. So they went to James to face Zimmerman. Zimmerman had 2 good at-bats against Greinke. They didn't want him to see Greinke for the 3rd time.
Oh, look out. Coming up and in at 98 miles an hour. Zim's just staying down there to rest the heartbeat for a sec.
He said, I'm all right, and he tells Chirinos, I'm okay. He just laid down there. I think it just shook him up a little bit. He wasn't injured at all. He was just gathering his
He's down there
thoughts.
thinking about his wife, his kids. He's, he's okay.
I'm good.
Didn't hit me, go away.
Yeah, but this one really rattled it. You can see how he bails out. With 2 strikes, you're thinking about the possibility of getting that slider. And you can see he didn't get out of the way of it. It just missed him.
You're right. I mean, the ball was already in the glove by the time he moved.
Yeah, he's lucky. But, you know, like he said, he's saying, I'm all right, I'm all right. But he just was thinking about it when he was on the ground.
A ball and 2 strikes. Josh James threw a pitch this year at over 100 miles an hour. His peak velocity 100.4 miles an hour in June. And that was something they did a couple of times last year when he came up from AAA to make his major league debut. He got himself on the radar quickly with those kind of numbers.
First time that Zimmerman has ever faced him.
Two-2 pitch.
Boy, you really got to be a tough hitter to be able to foul off that slider after bailing out on a 0-2 98-mile-an-hour heater. And he has been a tough out for a long time. If I'm James right now, I go down and away with a fastball. Don't try to throw another slider. Just use that velocity and make a good pitch down and away.
Two balls and 2 strikes. But back to the fastball, fouled away.
Got it up a little bit, and Zimmerman's able to foul it off.
And now Brent Strom comes out to join the conversation.
Obviously a pivotal point in this ball game, so Strom's going to come out and try to take all the pressure off the battery and say, here's what I think you should do here. And then they can free up James just to execute the pitch. He doesn't have to think about theory now. Brent Strom has come out here and he's taken ownership of this at bat. I'm out here to help you guys out. This is what I want you to do. Just execute the pitch so the pitcher and catcher don't have to worry about pitch selection.
We talked about how Ryan Zimmerman averages just 3 pitches per plate appearance. That's been a whole different story tonight. He's turned into a grinder tonight. This will be the 20th pitch he's seen in his 3 plate appearances. The runners out there are Greinke's responsibility with 2 gone. The next 2-2. Missed up and in, full count.
Oh, the changeup, 89 miles an hour. After throwing that changeup, now I'd throw him a slider. I wouldn't give him a free swing and a fastball on a 3-2 pitch. Zimmerman's one of the best fastball hitters in the game.
Full count pitch. He got him. Threw him back-to-back changeups and struck him out to strand a pair. The Nationals have stranded 8.